Metal Jesus here, and I'm back again with my good bud Reggie.
How's it going, man?
Dude, it's awesome to have you back because on my channel, you are one of the most popular guests I've ever had.
Wow, I really appreciate that. That makes me happy, you know. On the videos we did before, you know, I'm just pretty much just letting everybody know the facts of games, or at least what I know of games, and I would like to get the information out to everybody. You know?
And so today you are here to give us your top 10 Genesis games, and it's awesome because you showed up in your car with a tub of stuff. You basically brought it all.
Yeah, man, we couldn't even get it all.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And so from that tub, you whittled it down to 10 games that you think are well, you know that these are the games that you would have to have in your collection, and it doesn't include like the Sonics and stuff, right?
Yeah, the easy stuff like Sonic, Phantasy Star, Streets of Rage. I kind of wanted to stray away from that because we know that's games you must have if you're going to own the system. Basically, I picked some games out of my collection that people might not know about that I wanted to kind of introduce to you guys, possibly.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool collection. Let's take a look.
Yep.
All right, Reggie, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is an arcade blockbuster hit, and Double Dragon.
Nice.
Now, the reason I chose Double Dragon is because this was one of the first beat 'em up games I ever played when I was a kid, and I remember seeing kids play at the arcade, and I was small, so I couldn't really get to the arcade because they were all playing it, but, you know, this was a really good game, man. I really think everybody should have this.
Did this come out on the Super Nintendo as well?
It did, but the Super Nintendo was an exclusive version. It was like more like a beat 'em up platformer. It was really hard and difficult.
Huh.
I didn't really like it.
So this is more like the arcade.
This is arcade right here. This is close to the arcade.
Okay.
So, number 9 is actually 2 games, but they're sequels to each other, which is the Valis games. Valis 2 wasn't really released for the Sega Genesis. They had another game, like a little cutesy game, remake of it. But these games are platformers that are really good. I really enjoyed them a lot. There's good story, good platforming elements, good boss battles, good music. I think everybody should own them.
Okay, number 8. I feel like that announcer dude, like on some big network.
I know,
number 8.
Hyperstone Heist, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This game is awesome. If you like Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, this is the version to get for the Genesis. This one runs smoother. The levels are longer. There's not that many levels, but the levels are longer, and has a pretty cool exclusive boss, Tatsu from the movie. He's actually a boss in this game, so that's really cool. 2-player action.
That cover is awesome.
The cover is really cool. I mean, I like it a lot. Yeah.
Number 7.
Mega Turrican.
Dude, these games are awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. I got introduced to this game by my buddy Alex and Andy. I never knew about this game. These are hella good platformers. Good music, good graphics, good story. It's all kinds of awesome. So look for this one if you can.
Cool. Now, I think this game is kind of rare, right?
It's rare, but I didn't get the rare version.
Okay.
Paranormal Cotton. This game only came out on Mega Drive, and this is a repro card of it. So the Mega Drive version costs like $200 and up, so I can't really afford that, so I had to get the next best thing, which is a repo cart, so I could play this game. This game plays like Space Harrier. It's awesome. I like it a lot. It's really colorful, fun.
You are a big fan of the Cotton series, actually.
I am. I used to have all of them. I'm only missing the Sega Saturn versions, which I don't think I'll get those again because I got rid of all my Saturn stuff.
What?
Yeah. Snow Brothers, another repro cart. This game I think it's based off the arcade version, but I'm not really sure because there's a Nintendo version. But when I found out there was a Genesis version, I just fell in love. This game is awesome. It's fun. 2 players, good music.
What kind of game is it?
It kind of plays like Bubble Bobble in a way, but it, like totally opposite. But it's really fun. It's cool, and it's got one of those games that has like a cool ending to it. So like after you play all the way through.
So it's a repro cart. Now, was it? Did you see it was released in North America or?
It was only released in Japan.
Oh,
as far as I know. I don't know if it was released in Europe, but it never came out over here. So
I see.
They did some repro carts, and I traded with a guy, and it has a plot twist in it. If you could believe that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has a really cool plot twist. If you play through it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Huh.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
Yes. Not to be confused with the Bloodlines that came out for the PSP.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was when you first mentioned it.
Yeah, this is actually the original Bloodlines. The one on PSP is Ronaldo of Blood, but I don't know why the name changes can be kind of confusing. Maybe I might be wrong, but anyways, this game is good. I just got into it recently because I didn't really have a Genesis like maybe a couple years ago. I always wanted to play this one. I played it on emulator, but now that I start collecting my Genesis stuff, this is one that you have to have if you like the Castlevania stuff. It's good music, good boss battles, 2 different characters you can play as, so that's awesome. You know, it's a lot of fun. Next one is going to be 2 games, sequels to each other. Rocket Knight's Adventures and Sparkster. Now, Rocket Knight.
Yeah, I've heard of this before. Is it the Genesis version that is the popular, or how does that work out?
It's weird. The one that I like the most is the Super Nintendo one, but I haven't really got into the Genesis ones that much. I mean, I got pretty far in Rocket Knight, and I played a little bit of Rocket Knight 2, which is really good. But I like the Super Nintendo ones, but I probably like these ones better when I finish them eventually. So these are really cool games.
And are they hard to find, or?
Rocket Knight, I've seen this a couple of times, complete in box. It's not that hard to find. Sparkster, I haven't seen. You know, actually, Sparkster had to get online. So,
all right, we're getting down here.
Yes, we are.
We're flying.
One of my favorites. Now, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Alisia Dragoon.
Alisia Dragoon.
Now, the cover is not the original cover because the original cover art, I didn't like it at all. So I wanted to go back to what the original cover was supposed to look like, and this is it.
Oh, I see. So this is the Japanese. Is that how that works?
It's like the Japanese European cover, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. But so this game is like a platform. It's a platformer. It's awesome. It's fun. It's got that arcade feel to it. It's awesome. That's all I can say about it. You know, check it out if you can. Now,
these are your number 1 Genesis games.
Yeah, and it just became number 1 because Alisia Dragoon was number 1 before, but not anymore. The Battle Mania series. The American version was called Troubleshoot. They changed the name for some weird reason, but these games are sickly awesome, man. I love everything about these games. Part 1 is really good. It's like a shmup type of game. But Part 2 really blows it out the water. And it wasn't released over here. This is a repro cart, as some of you might already know. But this game is just all kinds of awesome. So much fun, good music, good story, good boss battles. It's just what we want in a game. You know, it gives you a nostalgic feeling. So.
All right, dude. Well, that was a really cool and unique top 10 list. So at the end here, we're going to show you, well, a bunch of honorable mentions. And this list is half yours and half mine.
Yep.
And some really good stuff in there. So we would love to know what your top 10 and some of your favorite Genesis games. Please post in the comments below. Reggie, it was awesome having you on the channel again, buddy.
Thanks again, bro. I appreciate it.
You are welcome anytime.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks, guys, for subscribing, and take care.